Hi, it's Travis here, and welcome back to our adventures in Azshara. Last episode, we got a scent land to summon the queen in the Slithering Scar and Ungoro crater. And I don't think we will probably do this quest, because I think it might be, I think we're too low of a level for, like, the harder quests in that zone. Because we were fighting a dinosaur yesterday, and Tigger was barely able to keep aggro. So I think we are going to leave.
Welcome.
Guess you can say. And we're going to go to Azshara.
See you soon.
So we're going to head over there. We're going to check out Azshara for a little bit. Do a bit of questing there. We'll eventually come back to Ungoro and we'll finish this quest off. Since I picked it up, I'll make sure we get it done. And still have to hand in Jamal's head. But yeah, we're retreating from Ungoro. That's what we were choosing to do. I've had enough of the dinosaurs for now, but we'll be back. I'll make sure we get that Senkland quest chain done. I think I need, like, I wouldn't say one more level, like a couple more levels before we go back to Ungoro Crater. Because if Tigger can't tank, then there's not much I can do. But yeah, check out Azshara. Azshara's not a bad zone. Kind of like it. Has like a fall vibe to it. And we're going into the season of fall, so felt like going over there and checking it out. Look at the water here, it looks awesome. It's like so like dark and vast. Yeah, I've been checking out some hardcore, forget the guy's name, which kind of sucks, but somebody's been doing hardcore content, and they're going to do a Molten Core raid. So they've not only have they leveled to 60, supposedly, and gotten to level 60 without dying once, but they've also been able to gear up to a point where they believe that they can do Molten Core, 40 other players. And it's going to be interesting to see if anybody dies and what's going to happen. I wonder what will happen if they start to realize they've lost too many people to defeat Ragnaros. Like, what will they do? Will they retreat out of, you know, Molten Core? Spare their lives? Or, you know? Who knows? Yeah, who knows what they'll do? You know, it's one thing I would do in a hardcore Let's Play that makes it kind of cool. Not kind of, I guess, like a little bit harder. I would remove Hearthstones. Because Hearthstones are kind of overpowered. I think that's like a big thing to do. Like, if I ever, like, even if you did like a Skyrim hardcore, I think fast travel should be removed because it kind of takes away from it. And I wonder if Hearthstones are already considered removed from hardcore, because I've never really checked out an official set of hardcore rules. But I would assume Hearthstones would be considered, you know, you can't use them, because it's kind of overpowered when you get into like a sticky situation, like you're in a tough spot, and a bunch of like patrols or like mobs have spawned around you, and you just decide, oh, guess what? I'll just hurry back to the inn or the city. You know what I mean? And just be safe. Like, I think they're most likely taken out in a hardcore scenario. I wish Blizzard had a hardcore server, like a legit World of Warcraft hardcore server. It would be amazing. They should just do stuff like that. Just implement like fun servers. Just make. Because the game's old, right? We need new stuff to, like, I don't know, keep it interesting, right? I think a hardcore server would be awesome. I know the community's probably not that big. I think it's probably a pretty small community, but so was the classic WoW community. You know, they consider the classic WoW community pretty damn small, and look how big it became. Classic WoW community literally like lifted up the Activision stock price by a decent amount when the World of Warcraft Classic was released. I think that was like the highest amount of subs that World of Warcraft's had since like Wrath of the Lich King, maybe Cataclysm. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm gonna do a hardcore character one day, but right now I just feel like we got enough content out there, and I don't want to overwhelm anybody with like 3 videos a day or 4. I also don't want to burn myself out, right? Like I'm playing 4 different characters, but I would really, I wish I had kind of maybe laid off on one Let's Play and you know, got a little hardcore rotation going in there, because it would be fun to do. But yeah, maybe when Trap and Trap, yeah, we get Trap and Trap up to 60, and we get Fly Carry up to 70. I'll start getting that going. And I wonder if they have that in North America. I think it's EU where they have the hardcore guild doing Molten Core. I'm not sure if it's EU or NA, but I think it's EU. Might be NA. There's a pretty big hardcore community in NA, so I think it might be. So here we are. We're in Azshara. Has that fall look to it. And I think there's a... Oh yeah, here we go. So let's have a chat here with Lohatu.
Peace, friend.
Greetings, Hunter. Those sentinels over there have allowed me to share their camp as long as I promised no trouble will follow. I am sure you can appreciate the need for diplomacy while here, yes. I am here investigating disturbances to the land, and since it aids their cause also, they have agreed that my presence here could only aid the 10-year alliance between all of Azeroth's races. If you wish to aid me, then I would appreciate it. But regardless, please, try not to cause any trouble. Spiritual unrest. Long ago, the Highborn were some of the most powerful students of the arcane the Night Elves ever produced. The corruption that comes along with such studies caused much harm to the Night Elf society and greatly affected all of Azeroth, as I'm sure you well know. I promised the Sentinels that I would release the spirits from their mortal bonds as I find them. If you would do the same, then I am sure I can reward you some. The spirits haunt the Shadow Song Shrine to the northeast of here.
Go in peace.
Land filled with hatred. The Satyr, a disfigured evil aspect of the Night Elves, now infect the sacred lands once traveled by Cenarius. I cannot speak for the Night Elves when it comes to all atrocities those demonic creatures have committed, but I have sworn an oath to the Earth Mother to aid the elves in ridding the land of such nuisance. I am sure you would prove yourself if you would aid me in purging them. Northeast of here, you can find the Haldar clan. Return to me after you've tested yourself against their power.
Ancestors.
Looks like we're gotta slay a lot of stuff today. These quests are green. I think it's good to... We're having just a chill out episode today. I think we need to catch up on a level or two before we head back to Ungoro and do I guess we'll try to finish up Roll the Bones. And I also want to get a couple levels so we can fight one of those Devil Sword T-Rexes again. And Pawn Captures Queens. I remember doing this on Flight Carrier. It's a pretty tough quest, especially at a low level. You get swarmed by insects. And there's like 3 of them, and they're all higher level than me and Tigger, so I don't think we would be able to do it. So we gotta train. We gotta train up. And then we'll take down the queen. Wonder if there's a rule about like what level you can fight in hardcore as well. Like I wonder if you can only fight and like do quests or fight mobs that are like in your level range. Because I would assume if you're a hardcore player, you would most likely try to stay and fight against green mobs, right? And I think there's never been like a world first hardcore Molten Core clear that has been like filmed and proven, you know what I mean? I don't know if every raider there like films their progress, you know? I have a feeling there's an add-on probably that tracks everything that everybody's doing, which makes, you know, the character legit if they hit level 60 and not die. There probably has to be an add-on. I have to start looking into all this stuff. Yeah, this quest's gonna be pretty chill. We weren't having that much of a rough time in Nanguro, but probably could have done like a quest or two there still, but I felt like saving it because the more we level up, then we wouldn't get to go to Azshara, and I wanted to check Azshara out for a couple quests. It's a really nice zone, especially during the daytime. This is like a night episode. So I'll probably deal with these pretty damn quick. It would be amazing if you did like a hardcore and the guild cleared all the raids up to Nax. Like, that's insane. That is honestly insane. I don't want to say that's impossible, but it's pretty damn hard. Just to go through every raid and just not die. I've died so many times in raids, like countless times. Raids, dungeons, just out in the world. That'd be really cool to do. It'd be hard to do, but it would be cool to do. One mistake and you're dead. It's insane. It adds adrenaline too. That's one thing I've always liked about like Diablo 3, like hardcore. There's a lot of adrenaline when you're almost dead. Like you're like, oh my gosh. When you get to like, you know, 20%, you're like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna die. You don't really get that feeling when you're, you know, just playing the game regularly. Oh, look at this guy. This is an elite ghost. We're getting a fight here. I gotta start using my my Bestial Wrath. This guy drops. I think he was like a rare. Some male hands with spirit stamina. Pretty good for a shaman, I would assume. Some sungrass over here. I wonder if we can find a sungrass. Is much easier to find at night, I think. Too low of a level for sungrass. Well, that's too bad. So we need to find some lichlings. Should be around here. And then we have to find the Haldar. I wonder if this is the only flight point for the Alliance in Azshara. I know there's one like around here. I think that's the Horde one though. I've never done like Azshara as an Alliance player, so could be something new to me. I know there's Blood Elves here in the north. It's like a bunch of Blood Elves. There's the Haldar encampment. Still need to get rid of a Lichling though. I guess we'll just go to the Haldar encampment and then on our way back we'll find a Lichling and get rid of him. They should do that. If they had a BlizzCon, they're like, hey guys, we're releasing hardcore classic WoW servers. I wonder what the response of the community would be. I assume a lot of people would probably not even care. To be honest, it's a real small community for sure. But I think it would be a decent amount. I think there would at least be 10,000 of us out there in the world that enjoy it. Both regions, probably 20,000. At least 10,000 in NA, 10,000 in youth. And that's really all you need to have like a pretty cool server. All that needs to happen, I think, for them to implement it is for a private server to start doing it. It gains popularity. Blizzard like notices that. And then they're like, okay, then we'll do it. So that's usually how it works. It's how they got Classic going. It's mostly due to private servers, and I would assume, you know, it would work again. There's also some cool servers where you can level like any tier, like Beastmaster Survival. It's I don't know what this server is called, but it's a private server, and you can have like really weird specs. Like you could be like a battle mage or something. I can't really explain it because I never played it, but I've seen some videos of it, and it's kind of cool. Like you could be like a warlock tank or something. I don't know. I can't really explain it that well, but I've seen it. I don't know if any of you guys have seen it. And I always thought it was pretty interesting. I know the private server community, like people kind of like Blizzard kind of hates on them, but I think they're good for WoW, because it shows what the players, I wouldn't say what the players, like the majority of players want, but it shows like different aspects of the game that the game could have, and maybe Blizzard could just, you know, take it from them and just implement it into their game. Now we just have to find satyrs. Tricksters. So there's a satyr. Will the nightmare ever end? I cannot force myself awake. Okay. Seems like satyrs are pretty damn rare. Probably get rid of this dinosaur bone quest. I'll just take it off the screen there. Yeah, satyrs are pretty damn rare. Maybe we should go back and get a lichling and then come back and find, try to find the last two satyrs here. They seem to all be in this area. There doesn't seem to be any just around the encampment. So I guess we could run back, try to find lichlings. It's a Spite Lash warrior. Got Naga here. Usually when you see blood elves, you usually see Naga as well. It's like that in Blood Mistile. It's all really Blood Mistile is. It's like one Draenei camp, and then to the west there's a bunch of blood elves, and to the east there's a bunch of Naga. And then they got like an island of black dragonflight whelps and razor maw there. There's a satyr. Alright, one more satyr to go. Guess we'll just fight these guys, why not? Oh, there's Trickster, there's Satyr. So bring him over here. Shoot this little imp in the head. I wonder what the hardest class to level to in hardcore would be. I think it would be Shadow Priest. Has cloth wearing class. Does have shields though. Runs out of mana pretty damn quick as well. And kind of a pain to level. Like they have to run, like they run pretty slow. They don't have a lot of escapability, you know. Yeah, I would say Shadow Priest is probably the hardest. And easiest, I would say, I think Hunter's up there. As long as you got Feign Death, like, I don't know, you can always escape a fight. I'd say Rogue's up there as well. I think Warrior would be a hard one, is another hard one, because they don't have a lot of escapability either, but at least they got plate armor. But they're also pretty damn slow. Paladin has a lot of defensive abilities, so I think they wouldn't be that bad. Shaman's pretty strong, they got escapes, Druid too. Warlock's good, they got a pet. They don't have Feign Death, but they got a pet, and that's pretty damn good. Yeah, I'd say Priest. For sure the hardest to level in hardcore. Mage is always just pretty damn good too. They got Blink, they can control the environment. Let's turn this in. How goes your search for Highborn Spirits, Hunter? Many events have caused all the faces of Azeroth great suffering. Did we miss one? We didn't get a Lichling. Okay, wait. Got a little rant there about what classes are easy, what classes are harder to level. Yeah, I think Mage is pretty good. They have a lot of CC. Which allows them to get away. And they have their own shields, too. They can AoE farm, which is pretty strong.
What brings you here?
There we go. Now we can turn it in. Well done, Hunter. Thank you for your help. Spirits are at peace, and the threats that their desire for the arcane draw have been lessened. I am sure that both sides of the conflict have ravished Azeroth. We'll see. You are above such things. A land filled with hatred. Well done, Hunter. I see you're not only skilled, but cunning. To defeat such creatures is a testament to your loyalty to the tenets of the Earth Mother. Even if you do not recognize her as your own deity, she is in all things on this planet and beyond her eyes. One dark and one light travel across the skies, always gazing down upon us. Please take this small amount of coin in appreciation for what you have done. It's kind of cool that like he knows that
Walk with the earth.
I don't believe in the Earth Mother. Guess he just assumes all dwarves don't. But yeah, I guess we are going to call this episode here, guys. Next episode we will continue venturing into Azshara, do some more quests. But as always, thanks for watching. Keep your heads up. Later.